Hope we had a very, very great Juma. May Allah make us witness more and more in this life and in the earth. May Allah make us witness more in this life. I mean, okay, you're welcome to Light Radio once again. Don't forget to like, follow, share our social media handles: YouTube, Light Radio, Facebook, Light Radio, Twitter, The Light Radio, Instagram, Light_Radio. And you can drop us a message via official.lightradio@gmail.com. You can also listen to us via Radio Garden. Just go to your app store, download Radio Garden, and search for Light Radio. Yeah, it's another episode of Muslimah On Call this Friday afternoon. And as we all know, we share with ourselves knowledge we bring in guests to the studio. But today we'll be sharing few knowledge about basic duty of Muslims and Muslimah. Yeah, because and most things are as a Muslim we should do in our life as a Muslim. I still remain your host, RODIYAH OLAYINKA. Okay, before we continue, let's quickly take a quick break. We'll be right back. Welcome to Light Radio. You're still on to the program Muslimah On Call. Yeah, okay. Like I said before we went on the break, we'll be discussing telling us some duties of Muslims in our lives. Okay, as Muslims, as we Muslims, we should know we have certain duties that we have to fulfill as individual or groups, because we are not just created on this earth just to be there. We are created on this earth to do some basic things that is very important to our life and our deen, and that's our religion. Okay, we know that first of all, the reason why we are on this earth is to worship Allah and nobody except Allah alone. This means we have to recognize Allah as the ultimate reality, to recognize Him as our Lord, to worship Him with all sincerity, submit to Him in every aspect of our lives. As a Muslim life is nothing but a total commitment to Allah. So we should in any aspect of our life commit ourselves to Allah, because we know, fine, if you want to ask something, we ask from Allah. If you want to do something, we ask Allah, we ask for Allah's guidance. So everything we have to do in this life is to worship Allah and Allah alone. So because Allah is the center of our life and is our total and ultimate concern. So everything we want to do in our life at all, anything at all, we should think of Allah first. So that will make us do the right thing. That will make us think of, probably you want to do something that is wrong and you think, oh God, I want to let me think, oh Allah, subhanallah. Then you now know that, yes, so this thing I want to do is wrong. Let me do it the right way it should be done. Then another thing is to be respectful and kind to the parents. Subhanallah. There is a Quran verse that talked about how we should behave towards our parents. That we should honor them. We should cherish them. We should not talk in a way that will make them feel bad. So this is to acknowledge the compassion and kindness of our parents, because we should look at the way they have been towards us. Apart from the way they have been, they are parents, for Allah's sake. So we should be kind. We should have compassion towards them. And we should always be grateful to them, because as our life alone, after being grateful to Allah, we should be grateful to our parents, because they took care of us. What if they abandoned us when they gave birth to us? Subhanallah. What are we going to do? Even if they abandoned us and we discover, this is our parents, we should still show compassion to them. We should be kind to them, and we should have this duty towards them. Yes, we should feel very, very grateful to them, because it is also a religious obligation to be very, very kind and respectful to our parents. And we should also be good to our relatives, whether the poor, whether the rich, whether the ones that are in a high status, we are the one in low. We should be kind to everyone in our relatives, because this is time to remember that the world is interconnected in one way or the other. So our responsibility is toward ourselves and our families too, before outsiders. Do you understand? When we respected our parents, when we are good to them, we show compassion to them. We should also be good to our relatives. It's also important. It's also part of the deen. May Allah make it easier for us. We all need each other one way or the other in this life. So our parents, our relatives, what if you're not good to them? How do you want to, like, you have something important to do, you want to call upon your relatives? How do you want to call them if you're not good to them? Let's even not talk about the religious aspect now. Let's talk about just normally you want to do something important and you've not been good towards your relative, and you want to call on to them. How do you want to call on to them? How do you expect them to respond to your call when you need them, if you were not good to them in the first place? So let's try and be good to our relatives, the immediate ones, the ones that are far, the ones that are near. We should try as much as possible, be good to them, and relate well with them. May Allah make it easier for us. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
ودعواتي وردي وامتناني لك حب تعاظم في جناني وتقدير على مر الزمان لك إيمان إخلاصي وشكري ودعواتي وردي وامتناني وأنت مثل مدرسة وإني أبيت عن التخرج ما أتاني معلمة غدوت اليوم لكن بذورك في فؤادي كل آني تذكرني بما أحسنت فيها وما أغدقت فيها من حناني وأذكر من جميلك كل خير عساني أن أوفيه عساني لك حب تعاظم في جناني وتقدير على مر الزمان لك إيمان إخلاصي وشكري ودعواتي وردي وامتناني لك حب تعاظم في جناني وتقدير على مر الزمان لك إيمان إخلاصي وشكري ودعواتي وودي وامتناني فيا إيمان ما جادت حروفي ستعجز أن تعبر ما حواني ولكني دعوت الله دوما ولا زال الدعاء على لساني أن يجزيك في الدنيا عطاء ودار الخلد في روض الجنان بأن يجزيك في الدنيا عطاء دار الخلد في روض الجنان. لك حب تعاظم في جناني وتقدير على مر الزمان. لك إيمان إخلاصي وشكري ودعواتي وروحي وامتناني. لك حب تعاظم في جناني.
You're welcome back to Light Radio. You're still listening to the program, the Muslimah On Call. And don't forget to like, follow, share our social media handles: YouTube Light Radio, Facebook Light Radio, Twitter Light Radio, Instagram Light_Radio. And you can drop us the message via official.lightradio@gmail.com. You can also listen to us via Radio Garden. Just go to your apps to download Radio Garden and search for Light Radio. Now, before we went on the break, we talked about some basic duties of Muslims. For us to talk about having it at the back of our mind that we are here on this earth to worship Allah and none but Allah alone. And two, we should be good, we should behave well, we should be compassionate towards our parents, and we should also be good to our relative. Then another basic duty of a Muslim is to be careful with our money, not to waste our resources. Yes. Okay, that sounds a little bit somehow, but it's not somehow. We should be careful the way we spend our money, because there are some people, yes, who make this money, right? Yes, in the halal way, yes, but the way they spend it, it's not in the halal way. Do you understand? So we make the money in the right way and we're not spending it in the right way, subhanallah. So what's the essence of making the money when you're not spending it in the right way? But when you make the money in the right way, get your resources in the right way, and you make use of it in the halal way, in the right way, subhanallah. Isn't that sweet? So one should be neither too tight with one's money or too loose with it. So that means you should not be too tight with your money. Not this is my money alone, I'm spending it alone, I'm not giving it up, not even to relatives, subhanallah. And it should not be too loose. Don't spend foolishly, don't spend anyhow, because extravagancy is not right, but also one should not become too stingy, because you don't want to you don't want to be extravagant. That does not mean you should be stingy with your money. A Muslim is committed to live a balanced life, to do everything in a balanced way. If you want to spend money, spend it in the right way. If you want to spend it minimalist, as in a minimal way, so that you would not spend too much. And because when you spend too much, you might eventually spend it in the way you're not meant to spend it, because you're already spending too much. So a Muslim is committed to have a balanced way of life. So money should be earned in the halal way, and it should be spent in the halal way. So you should earn your money right, you should spend it right. Don't earn it in the haram way and spend it in the halal way. You should earn it in the halal way and spend it in the halal way. Because what's the usefulness of earning the money in the haram way and spending it in the halal way? Subhanallah. Allah knows best. May Allah continue to make it easier for us. So another rule is taking good care of our children. As we recognize the right of parents, we should also recognize the right of our children. Our children are our future, so we must see that we raise them in a healthy, intelligent, and moral way. We should see that we raise a healthy, intelligent, and morally responsible children. Our commitment should be to raise them in a safe and healthy environment too. We must also protect their life as well as their spirit, mind, moral, and manners. Because in this world that we are in now, we have a lot of social vices that the kids are exposed to. So we should try as much as possible to be there for them, to see them through all they are doing, because there are some kids out there that they can't, when they go to school, they come back, they can't share what they went through in school. Probably not them, probably their friends. They can't share it with their parents. So why are you their parents when you're not there to take care of your children, when you're not there to hear them out? So it's another important thing for us to take care of our children, to always be there for them, to raise them in a safe and healthy environment. May Allah continue to make it easier for us and give us kids that and lead us to the right path. We should also take care of another rule is taking care of the orphans. As we all know, orphans and all those who are vulnerable must be taken care of. Their rights must be recognized and they should be protected from all harms. As a Muslim, must be deeply committed to take care of the young, pure, infirm, and handicapped. Kindness and compassion is the basic commitment of a Muslim. It includes everyone, including the animal. Another rule is to fulfill promises and your commitment. Promises and contracts are very, very important part of human life and human civilization. When promises are not kept, people lose trust in each other and the whole society becomes weak. Muslims must be true to their words. Our commitments must be to speak the truth, to be honest. When we make a pledge, we do our best to fulfill our pledges. So, as a Muslim, we should try as much as possible to be true to our words. We should make sure that all the words coming out of our mouth is the truth. Everything we say is the truth. And if we make a promise, we should try as much as possible. We should make sure we fulfill that promise, because if we're not fulfilling the promise, you're right. Why did you make the promise when you know you won't be able to fulfill it? So it is important when you make a promise, even though you won't be able to fulfill the promise, it is better for you not to even make the promise in the first place. And make sure that anything you say, anything that comes out of your mouth is basically the truth and nothing but the truth. Another rule is to be honest in our business dealings and not to cheat in weight or measurement. Honest business brings progress. Certainly true. Anything you do with honesty and the fear of Allah, you will always progress. You will always be successful. So honest business brings progress, success, and blessings. All business, whether it is commercial, social, or political, must be done with a sense of justice, fairness, and the fear of Allah. A Muslim is committed to fair dealing in everything and with everyone. Dealing with a Muslim means dealing with full confidence. That is, when someone is dealing with a Muslim, or when a Muslim is dealing with someone, they should be full confidence that yes, this person is not going to cheat me. This person is going to deal with me with the fear of Allah. So anything he's doing, it is the right thing. So dealing with a Muslim means dealing with full confidence. A Muslim businessman is the most truthful businessman. That they are telling you that any Muslim person that is into a business is the most truthful businessman. They are trying to tell us that if you're a Muslim and you're a businessman, you should be truthful in your business. You should be fair in your business, and you should treat your business with the fear of Allah. A Muslim worker is the most honest worker. That is, if you're a Muslim, you're working for someone, you're working for someone, you're working for the government, you should be true. You should be true to yourself. You should be true to the work you're doing, and you should treat the work with the fear of Allah. A Muslim in any profession should bring honor to that profession. May Allah continue to make it easier for us. And to do with knowledge, another basic rule is to do with knowledge and not to follow the essay or act on half knowledge. So anything you hear, make sure you're hearing from the right source, not that they say. So anything you hear should be the truth. So anything you want, any information or knowledge you want to pass should be the truth. Yeah, I'm going to be stopping here for today. So don't forget to join us for another interesting episode of the Muslimah On Call next week, same time. And don't forget to like, follow, share our social media and YouTube, Light Radio, Facebook, Light Radio, Twitter, The Light Radio, Instagram, Light_Radio. And you can drop us a message via official.lightradio@gmail.com. You can also listen to us via Radio Garden. Just go to your app store, download Radio Garden, and search for Light Radio. Don't forget to like, follow, share our social media handles: YouTube, Light Radio, Facebook, Light Radio, Twitter, The Light Radio, Instagram, Light_Radio. I see many hosts, RODIYAH OLAYINKA. Do have a very, very blessed weekend. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
في القلب مشاعر أخفي